in 380 BC, so 400 something years, Plato, famous Greek philosopher Plato, he wrote one of his magnum opuses, Republic, and in it he has this thing called the Allegory of the Cave, and it's this dialogue between fictional dialogue between his brother, Plato's brother Glaucon, and his mentor Socrates. And basically, the Allegory of the Cave, it's an allegory, and it goes something like this: that there's this group of people, they've been chained up in a dark cave their entire lives. All they know of reality is life in this cave. And all their lives, they've been chained up in a way where they can only face one direction. And the direction they're facing, they are looking at this large wall, this giant wall, this rock wall. And up against that rock wall are projected all of these shadows, like people and characters dancing and moving. And that's what they've been living and looking at their entire lives. And so these people in the cave, they believe that these shadows are real things. The shadows are the real things because it's all they've known. So they like start giving names to various shadows. They start making up these stories and traditions about what these shadows are doing, why they're there, all of this. They create this whole reality. And then Plato's point was that the shadows are the reality for these cave people who are essentially prisoners. They don't know they're prisoners because all they've known of their life is being in the shadow. So these chains aren't chains of enslavement to them. These chains are essentially just extensions of their body because they don't know anything else. They were born into this reality. And then in this dialogue that Plato writes about between Socrates and Glaucon, Socrates, his mentor, this great philosopher, he tells Glaucon that this is all about philosophy in Plato's view. He says philosophers, or those who are like enlightened, are the prisoners who have escaped the cave. And they realize that these shadows aren't real, but that they are simply the projections of real things, as the sun or a fire sort of casts the shadow against them. So essentially those with enlightened minds, philosophers, are the ones who have seen reality, whereas most people are just living in this cave. So Paul, this is like a famous allegory at the time of Paul. Paul cites that. And he basically takes Plato's famous words and unpacks it. And he says, you know what Plato said about the allegory of the cave? That's true. It's true for all human beings living in the world today. We are living in a cave and we are looking at these shadows and we are projecting so much power and importance, almost a deification to the shadows, to our traditions, to our various political or sociological, ideological allegiances. We believe this is the thing. This is the most important thing, the central thing of life. And Paul is basically blowing that up and saying, no. These are shadows. The reality is Jesus himself. Christ is the reality. He is the sun around which all of reality orbits. And it isn't until we recognize that and see that we can live in true freedom.